Well, circling back to our top business story, Singapore is establishing a new space to house green fintech startups, venture capitalists, and financial institutions. Called the ESG Impact Hub, global firms can also use it to anchor their key sustainability projects. Well, to gain a better understanding of green fintech, we're joined by Anton Ruddenklau. He is partner and global head of innovation financial services at KPMG International. Well, Mr. Ruddenklau, Singapore is setting up the ESG Green Impact Hub to bring green fintech companies together under one roof. How does this spur innovation in the sector?
Well, look, we're in Zurich right now at a large conference which has brought together the ecosystems of Switzerland, Europe, and Singapore. And I think what's quite clear is there's a lot of people working on very similar projects within, say, green finance. And by pulling those together, we can probably get more bang for our buck in terms of investment and outcomes for the financial services sector. So the hub, a physical hub in Singapore, really does make sense. It stacks up, as well as trying to attract in our colleagues from overseas to collaborate with us on the island.
Yeah, so let's talk about those outcomes. What do you see as, some of the tangible benefits for this hub?
Well, a few things. I think for Singapore, the creation of jobs in our services economy is important. We're a globally significant financial services hub. We thrive on talent. So getting the best talent globally to work on these problems across Southeast Asia in particular is a good thing. That's definitely one outcome. I think the other is, we want to encourage investment and entrepreneurs, VCP houses to come to Singapore, spend their money and invest it in good Singapore-based technology, whether that's globally transported or not. So I think those would be the two that I would single out as being the big benefits for Singapore at the moment.
Well, on greenwashing, DPM Heng called it the bane of global financial systems. Exactly how serious is this issue? I mean, we've seen from IKEA to H&M, these have been standout examples of greenwashing.
Yeah, it is a real problem. I think it's human nature to jump on the bandwagon and not really embed the true meaning of sustainable finance in supply chains or in reporting of corporate results or even in the way that you retain corporate lending positions in a bank. So we've seen fines from other regulators around the world. This will continue. It's a serious issue, but one that's top of the agenda here in Zurich at the moment. And we really need verification, assurance standards across the lifespan of data in particular to give investors confidence that actually we're moving in the right direction.
So then what are some key regulatory challenges that you see in green fintech, and what do you think should be done?
Well, one of the big challenges is just getting convergence on standards. The world is, separated into tectonic plates politically, from a regulatory perspective, and even from an ecosystem perspective. So first thing is get the convergence on those standards that we all need to adhere to. So we've got a single version of the truth to report on. In that respect, again, bringing the best of Europe together with the best of Asia is a good starting point. But I think that's the one that people will cite over here as being the main hurdle. That doesn't mean that we need to have an action. It just means we need a common North Star to work towards.
Mr. Ruddenklau, Singapore is also setting up an advisory committee for sustainability reporting for all Singapore incorporated firms. So how much will this help?
Oh, quite a lot. And I think Singapore leads the pack in this regard. So, the announcements from SGX, for example, with Worldwide Generation on having a common reporting disclosures and standards is a really good step in the right direction. We need that sort of transparency. That type of talent, those types of concepts and products, we can easily export to nations next to us in Singapore, across Asia and across the world. I think we need to retain our position as being the trusted market within Singapore, the place where you can come, do business, and you know what you're going to get.
Well, many thanks for speaking with us, Anton Ruddenklau there from KPMG International.